Open the door, I'll let you in. One thing's for sure, my road's been long, but I'm on my soul. One thing's for sure, that I'm not alone. 'Cause if you want what I want, but I'm almost home, come right here. One thing's for sure, need, that I'm not alone. Just trust enough, no fear. 'Cause if you want what I want, then baby, come right here. And if you need what I need, then baby, don't have fear. 'Cause I'll be right here, waiting for you.
So my first record deal, I was signed when I just turned 15 years old. And I basically left school early, so, because I thought, this is it. This is it, Mom and Dad. I don't need to go to study after school. I'm set for life. And a lot of things happened after that it was clear to me that it wasn't the right time for things to take off. And during a period of maybe like 10 years, I was just writing for other people, collaborating with other people. I had like 2 bands. The first band was a punk band. We were terrible. And then the second band was way more like pop punk, rock and roll. We did a couple of shows. We didn't do too bad. And 2007, I took the time off, and I hated music. Things were just becoming overwhelming at the time, and to be honest, I think looking back at it now, I just didn't know who I was as a musician. I didn't know what I wanted, so I was all over the place. And I took about a year off. I remember taking up my guitar again, and I remember writing, and for me, it's a sign that it's just too much a part of me. I can't let go of it.
If I am honest with myself tonight, then I would give you that call goodnight. You see, my heart is racing faster from the other side. I wanna break all rules just for tonight.
So I met a guy called Zak Loy, who ended up being the producer on this record. What was funny about it is I didn't even know what work Zak did. Like, he was telling me that he's produced a couple of stuff, but I didn't hear any of that. I kind of trusted my gut, and I could feel that it was the right person to work with, and I think it was a chemistry thing. So he was like, well, why don't you just come to Austin and let me produce this album of yours. I went over with about 14 tracks that we knew we wanted on the record, but the moment we went into studio, I guess something magical just took over, and we started writing and collaborating a lot.
When we walked out of the club, we ain't going home. You see, I really did not think that night I'd get roped. I'd asked you many questions, which you had the answer for, but I wanted more. I still need more.
And then we took about maybe like a week to work on the pre-production of the album and just really dissect each track and made sure that the moment we went into Orb Studios, which was the main studio we were going to work in, that it would just run. You know, one track after the next, and that is exactly what happened. These guys were such great musicians that by the time we got to Orb Studios to do the final takes on things, we were literally doing 1 take per song. So what you hear on the record is very much the feel and the mood, and everything is so authentic and organic. My nickname in Austin was actually, what was it? One Take Tailor, that's what it was. I was quite proud of that, yeah.
Should've kissed you when I wanted to. Now you're all I wanna do. I can't stop thinking about you.
Yanni, where are we going?
We're on our way to the Hammersmith Apollo for tonight's show.
Yay, yay.
So we are on our way to the Apollo, and tonight is the last show. And then we go off on our own little tour here in London. It's been really exciting, so can't wait to see you from stage.
But her fingers are shaking. Her face was pale white. She talks and wishes for hours. And their dreams in their movie scenes. Well, when she says everything you do turns annual, everything you do it fucking turns annual. Oh, you wanna be an Indian? Oh, you wanna fall in love again? Oh, you wanna be?
The personality of this third album is, with the first record I had my whole life to like write that album, and when with the second record I recall being a lot in my head about it, and almost in a sense overthinking the record and the feel and the mood, and not just being and letting that freedom run with me. So with this record, I knew I was going to be super vulnerable, and that scared me. At the time, I just came out of a really serious relationship, and it's a serious relationship in the sense of I was like, this was going to be it, you know, this was going to be the rest of my life, and then it turned out that it wasn't. So I knew if people were going to believe me, or if I wanted people to believe me, I'm gonna have to be honest. I can't say I'm drawing from other people's stories.
Where I know you would and you said you would. So let your golden tears fall off your shiny face. Let the world start seeing that sweet embrace. And every time I hear your voice on the radio, let it be my reminder to take love slow.
A lot of people have been saying that this latest record have been reminding them of the Dark Horse and Light combined. And it's like they had a kid, and that was Trust Part 1. And that is exactly because my first record was very cinematic, you know, intense and slow tempos, and you almost got this like marching feel to every track, you know. And then with this record, I think the cinematic style is just how I write, you know. I think that like the storytelling and the, but almost like fairy tale-ish in a sense, some songs, mixed with that new age production and those new sounds and clean production, but still not overproduced. And oh yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it, is the two became one.